Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rebel Rewind. My name's Christopher. With me as always is Eric. How you doing, Eric?
Good. How's it going, man? How's everything going with you?
Vacation? Doing good. Yeah, on the road. Yeah. Not I don't have the collection behind me, so
yeah, the room's changed up a bit.
Yeah. Background. Yeah, enjoying the time off from work. So
nice.
How about you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Yeah. Yesterday wasn't the best of days, but I'm doing good today.
Yeah. So
scrape
the bottom of the barrel again for that Star Wars news.
Yeah, it's been kind of slow, and I've got a couple of
sad. There's one sad story too that like we had a loss in the Star Wars community, which you'll probably mention in the
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
No, but
yeah.
God, what is the gentleman's
Admiral
name?
Piet. Yeah,
Admiral Piet. Yes. What's the actor's name?
I can't remember.
Let me get. Yeah.
No, I can't remember what his name was, but
let me pull it real quick. Yeah, it's just
you got a child on there. Is that one of the ones you got from Five Below, like last year or something like that?
No, I got this one. The Five Below one is the clones shirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This one I got at dang it, I forgot. I don't know which brand this is. Got this at the mall, the Galleria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Kenneth.
Well, let's jump into our before you go on that. Let's jump into our rapid fire segment then.
Yeah, I found his name, Kenneth Coley. So rest in peace, Kenneth Coley.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, I do have
rapid fire segment. There we go.
All right, so it's not no big deal this week. Nothing like major, but just some deals that or some stuff going on. So Lego Star Wars set released to be set to be released in 2025, the half end of 2025. The Star Wars Lego set for striking back in 2025 with the second half of the year. Some exciting new builds, including the Republic Juggernaut, as seen on Revenge of the Sith, which is an 800-piece Lego build.
Wow.
The Force Burner Snowspeeder from Rebuild the Galaxy, AT-ST Walker, Jango Fett's Slave One starship from Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Separatist Battle Transport from Battle of Felucia, and a buildable Ewok, and a bigger, better, and more expensive 9,000-piece Death Star with the going price of $1,000.
Wow. Yeah, I saw the Ewok. The Ewok looks cool.
Is it Wicket?
Yeah, it's Wicket. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, that Death Star sounds like it.
Imagine
9,000 piece.
Yeah. So is that what does it say? Is it a UCS kit? Is it the UCS Death Star?
I just had it. Well, I tell you, I'm so
9,000 pieces. That's a big one.
I lost it.
I would imagine it has to be. It probably has to be a UCS. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I should have copied it down. But also it's Amazon Prime Day, so if you guys are looking for anything Star Wars, find out a deal at Amazon.com. From anything t-shirts, Star Wars t-shirts, pops, figures, Lego sets, pretty much just find everything at a deal. So I'm looking at my nephew's anniversary, but I don't know. I may go that route or another route. But
yeah, And then, as we mentioned, the death of the actor who played Admiral Piet as well. So
yes, sir.
That's pretty big news.
It's just all these original
14
actors getting up there in age, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, which is why I like to do the photo ops when I go to the conventions, right?
Yeah,
like, I'm glad I did the photo op with Carl Weathers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right, because like he passed away the year after.
Yeah, his death, man, that was tragic.
Yeah,
that's it for
that's it for the rapid fire.
It's just like playing that Boba Fett.
I do, man. I do. even if we don't have any rapid fire news, I'll still play it. But yeah, like we said, we kind of scraped the bottom of the barrel again to try and get some news, but we did find some stuff. Let's jump into our first story here. So, showrunner rejects a future Disney deal following the success of Andor season 2. So, Andor creator Tony Gilroy reportedly turned down a big opportunity at Disney. So, Disney was eyeing a big feature with Disney Plus's Andor creator Tony Gilroy, who reportedly passed on the chance. The Republic-centric Star Wars series was just wrapped up a stellar 2-season run with praise from fans, critics, and hopefully soon the Emmys, as Andor could be a strong contender going into award season. According to the report from the Insider, Andor creator and Rogue One co-writer Tony Gilroy was offered a first-look deal after his Disney Plus series success, but he reportedly declined the offer and says he doesn't like these types of deals in general. This would have given Disney the first chance to take on Gilroy's original projects going forward before he could shop them out to other studios, which I understand that, right? Like, maybe he's afraid of Disney not giving him the creative freedom, which we've seen in Star Wars, right? We've seen them get rid of what was his name, Chris Miller, Phil Lord, who were the original directors on Solo: A Star Wars Story, and then they had to bring in Ron Howard to fix all that up, right? So like they've had creative differences with a bunch of creators. We've seen that with Colin Trevorrow, who was supposed to direct the Rise of Skywalker, and then they had to bring back J.J. Abrams, right? So I do understand that, but hopefully we'll see Tony do some sort of Star Wars project in the future. So right now Gilroy is turning his attention to Behemoth, a screenplay of his own that he will direct and is set to star Moon Knight's Oscar Isaac and also Star Wars Oscar Isaac. The Andor creator confirmed to Deadline in May that his next movie explores the movie, music, and those who make it. However, he was having a lot of trouble raising the production costs. So he says, quote, I wrote a movie, Behemoth, that I'm trying to get off the ground. It's about movie music, the people who make it. I have Oscar Isaac. I've been trying to raise money, but I've been having a lot of trouble. So fortunately, those problems appear to be solved, as the Insider reported that the Disney-owned Searchlight Pictures will produce and finance Behemoth. So in a way, he's not really getting away from Disney because Disney owns everything. So
yeah.
But
the big mouse has long reach.
Right. Also, mouse has quite the reach. So I don't know. What do you think? You do you want to see Tony Gilroy come back to Star Wars and
I definitely would love to see him do some more Star Wars project. Just like a one-off. Don't seal him in, like for take his ideas or whatever. Just give him a project like Andor. That was brilliant. I'd like to see him come back. A movie, that'd be great. So much like things that he can touch upon. Maybe sometime between. Prior to the
maybe that horror project he was talking about or he was teasing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, if he can do it, he can pull it off. Ridley Scott, maybe.
Yeah, right.
He's does some awesome work. But that's
Yeah,
other talks. But no, definitely I'd like to see him come back.
yeah,
Do
or at least
something else.
at the very least have him be a writer on another series or maybe like a trilogy. I would give him a trilogy if I was Disney. If I was in charge there, I'd give him like let him write a trilogy for us. Right? He
Yeah.
has a pretty good grasp. So
Oh yeah, swap out Ryan Johnson, his trilogy, and give it
I
to.
mean, I still want to see his trilogy. I still want to
I
see
know you.
Ryan.
I know you say that.
I know. That's why you said it. You're just trying to jab at me. We got Patrick in the
What's
chat
up,
watching.
Patrick?
Lots of deals on Star Wars Funko Pops
Yeah.
that I already bought at full price. That sucks.
As we start getting into some Legos, there's some deals on
I know.
Legos
You gotta
also.
switch over. That's what I'm doing. I'm slowly switching to the dark side with the Lego.
More rapid fire.
Yeah, more rapid fire.
And I think we just gonna. I'll do a little montage of some more Boba Fett and just add them sporadically within the show.
Yeah, you got to do some more montages. Like you whip that one up, and it's pretty good. It's pretty popular with the people who watch our show. So
Appreciate it.
mm-hmm.
Thanks, Patrick.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully we get to see Tony back again in Star Wars in some capacity, right?
Sure. Yeah, but he doesn't want to be locked down for.
Well, and I get it.
I don't blame him.
Right? Yeah. So,
yeah,
like if they brought him in and said, "Hey, you don't want to do another Star Wars?" I'm sure he'd do it. But like with his own, I get it. Like his own project that he wrote himself, and he's passionate about that. He doesn't want to, like, he wants to go to where he has the most creative freedom. So
that's like Snyder did with. He did. What was that movie? Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not that he didn't get he was offered, a deal with Disney, for Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's just a passion project that he had, and he decided, well, they don't want it, so we'll then let Netflix do it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Patrick said, "Love it." You use the Fett one-liners. There you go.
Like a bantha.
Yeah. What do you think, Eric? Challenge accepted.
Okay, I'll work on something for you.
There we go. Challenge accepted.
Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and get into my first story for this. This is from Fandom Wire. So now I owe a draft of Star Wars. Patty Jenkins' canceled movie is Tom Cruise's ticket to Lucasfilm. It screams Top Gun in space. I love that. Patty Jenkins' canceled Star Wars movie could be Top Gun in space, making Tom Cruise even more suitable for the epic space opera saga. Tom Cruise's Top Gun franchise features exciting dogfight scenes. As a result, Patty Jenkins' canceled Star Wars movie might just be the vehicle for Tom Cruise to join the epic space opera franchise now that Top Gun's done. And I think the other one that he's working, that last movie that's
Mission Impossible, yeah, that's done too.
Mission
right?
Impossible. I think this is the last Mission Impossible movie. So
that's what he says. We'll see.
Jenkins was developing a Star Wars movie, which was reportedly canceled. The director talked about the project in a podcast and provided promising update. However, recent development in the galaxy far, far away could mean that the movie might still not materialize, despite having Top Gun in space written all over it. So, almost 5 years ago, Patty Jenkins was revealed to be developing a Star Wars movie called Rogue Squadron, which was expected to introduce a new generation of starfighter pilots would have to risk their lives for a boundary-pushing high-speed mission. So, given an alleged premise entitled, the film seems to be a version of Tom Cruise's Top Gun, a bite set in the galaxy far, far away. So, Variety in 2023 reported that the project was removed from the development by Lucasfilm, with Jenkins exiting to focus on other projects. But during an appearance on the Talking Pictures podcast in 2024, lost my place here. All right. So reports that the project was removed from development by Lucasfilm, with Jenkins exiting the project. The Wonder Woman director revealed that she had inked a new deal with the studio in developing the movie. So now she says, "I owe a draft to Star Wars, so we will see what happens there." So I'm guessing she had already pitched the idea, since it was canceled, and then she's like, "Okay, scrap that," and then she was given the okay to go ahead and give another script
Yeah.
for the movie, for the project.
Yeah.
So
because like wasn't it like at the beginning of the year that they, or what, maybe it was like the article said, maybe it was late last year that they said
no,
that,
I heard it was sometime this year where they talked about them greenlighting or
they
them
said it wasn't
okay the
canceled,
project
right?
to come
Like,
back.
it's not shelved, it's not completely
No,
done with,
no.
right?
So they did say it was they're going to be working on it once again. So now that she has to like literally now she owes a script to Lucasfilm. So but there's a problem here, because they already got Ryan Gosling to do another Starfighter movie. So that's where the problem is now. So it may just get put back in the back burner or shelved once again, because of the fact that the new Starfighter movie is what they're really pushing on coming. They're working on to that one out. So I don't know. We'll see, because that's the issue. It may just get shelved once again. But I mean, if Tom Cruise, how would you feel about Tom Cruise coming in Star Wars? Is his face too recognizable?
Yeah, I don't know about Tom Cruise, because like Tom Cruise is just always Tom Cruise in his movies.
Yeah.
And he's gonna want to do some ridiculous stunt where he's like, he's always running in his movies. He's gonna want to run somewhere in his movie, and like
jump off the edge.
Yeah, he's gonna like jump off the wing of an X-wing or something, right? Or I don't know. I can't see Tom Cruise.
No, I can't either, man. I can't either.
Yeah,
but I mean, if that's A-list right there, all day A-list.
Yeah, I feel like Patty Jenkins' movie is different enough from Starfighter. Like her movie was supposed to take place when, like after it was after the sequels too, maybe.
After if she no,
I don't know. So. For some reason, I thought it was like post-sequel trilogy as well, but maybe I'm wrong.
I thought it was more towards the not original. The original trilogies era.
No, I've said Tom. Gilroy spent 5 years working on Andor. He wants to explore other avenues. Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, Tom. Like Patty Jenkins, I feel like she could change the timeline. Like I would like to see her movie take place kind of between the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy. So maybe have Wedge Antilles be in it for a little bit. Obviously, they'd have to deep fake him for a little bit and make him look younger or whatever, and have him train some X-wing pilots. You have a younger Poe come in. You have somebody else come in. I don't know. Just a thought. But I feel like she could still. Wolf. Yeah, have Trapper Wolf, right? Trapper Wolf. You get.
What is the director's name? I keep forgetting his name.
Deborah Chow played an X-wing pilot too. Carson Teva. Is the one we're thinking about. Yep, Carson Teva. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see them like train a new generation of X-wing fighters. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. But that's where the problem is, I think, because it's too like one show on Starfighters and one show on the Patty Jenkins. So I'm not sure they may push this one back.
They might. I mean, right now there's nothing after Starfighter that we know of. Like I think James Mangold's movie might be next because I think he's probably further along in production.
Well, hey, check this out. Starfire's a success, then they can go back and do this one.
Yeah.
If it does,
maybe it could be some sort of sequel, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe not a sequel, but of the same kind of.
Yeah, especially if her original plan was to do it in the same era, right?
Yeah.
So that would work. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, test the
waters
and then see how well it does.
Starfighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really hoping the Starfighter is a good movie. Like Sean Levy, his movies have been great. Like obviously he knows how to make a blockbuster hit. He did Deadpool and Wolverine, which was a massive success. The Atom Project on Netflix was I feel like that was fairly successful. What was the other one? He did another one with Ryan Reynolds as well, I believe. Oh, he did some other stuff. I can't think of them.
About this, and I keep forgetting.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he's pretty successful. So I feel like he should do a good job with Starfighter. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But speaking of directors, segueing into another article here. So we have confirmation of the directors for Ahsoka season 2. So 4 directors were revealed. Dave Filoni and Bryce Dallas Howard confirmed to return. A new agency listing reveals 4 of the directors for Ahsoka season 2. So there could be a couple more, including regular Star Wars Disney Plus directors Dave Filoni and Bryce Dallas Howard. So Dave Filoni makes sense. It's his project. So I don't think that's a surprise. Bryce Dallas Howard, it's good to have a confirmation of her coming back because her episodes in Star Wars have been phenomenal, in my opinion. Yep. Aside from the Skeleton Crew one, like that wasn't her best work, but I think every other episode she's directed was top notch. Mm-hmm. And I think you and I have mentioned it. Like, I think she deserves her own, like a chance of doing her own movie already, right? So,
yeah.
But according to a pair of listings on the independent talent hat tip to Star Wars leaks on Reddit, Filoni, Howard, then Jennifer Getzinger and Andres Ingstrom will be the 4 directors of the new season. Filoni and Getzinger have already contributed to the series in a directing capacity, as Filoni directed both Part 1 Master and Apprentice and Part 5 Shadow Warrior, while Getzinger directed Part 6 Far, Far Away. Meanwhile, Howard is making her debut for Ahsoka, working previously for previous Disney Plus Star Wars shows, The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Skeleton Crew. So she's got experience. So I'd like to see what she does with Ahsoka. And then Ingstrom, who directed 3 episodes of Disney Plus's Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and 17 episodes of Apple TV Plus's either on his own or with a co-director, is completely new to the larger world of Star Wars, though. So we'll have to wait and see what he's capable of. But at the time, it's unclear if Filoni, Howard, Getzinger, and Ingstrom are the only directors for season 2, or if there are others that have yet to be revealed. However, we do know that Getzinger and Ingstrom are involved with episodes 2 and 3 and 7 from one listing. So, I mean, it's possible that's all of them.
So deep.
I'm not really
episode
familiar
7.
with.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's going to be at least 8, I think, right? Because I think there were 8 last season.
But to give them all the way episode 7.
Yeah.
I have a lot of faith in them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like it said that Jennifer Getzinger has directed some Star Wars stuff, right? What did it say?
Engstrom?
Oh, she directed Part 6 of season 1, right? Far, Far Away. So.
Okay.
So it's right? It's possible he trusts her enough. What is that?
That was my emergency.
Emergency alert. Uh-oh.
Yeah, alert.
Eric's stealing little Padawans over there.
I don't know what's going on here. It's
No.
like the third time today.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that. Seriously though, like, cause like you guys have been having a lot of flooding down there. Whereabouts are you?
Well, that's
Are you
further
pretty safe
south.
where you
Yeah,
are?
we're good. It's
Yeah.
more like not towards San Antonio, but passing San Antonio southbound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you're in San Antonio, are you not?
No, I'm in Houston.
Houston, which is what, like north?
That's I believe it's more it's east from San Antonio.
Okay, but you're quite a few
Further
hours
east
away
from San Antonio and a little bit more north than San Antonio.
Yeah, but you're pretty far, right? Like
Yeah,
a few hours. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like from
like
here
I've
to
been to Texas once, and I couldn't remember if it was Houston or if it was Dallas that was closer to San Antonio.
no, it's well. I mean, Dallas is kind of
is it Austin? Maybe it's Austin.
Austin is closer to San Antonio than any other city.
All right. Well, hey, you're safe, right? So that's good. That's the main thing.
We're okay. Yeah, it's just it's heartbreaking. Just the news of these kids, man, from this, and in families and just a lot of loss. It's bad, but Houston is good at pulling together and helping one another out. So
that's good.
Beautiful thing about Texas.
But what do you think? What do you think for the directors? Like I said, we don't really know what what's the other guy's name? The Percy Jackson. Like, I haven't watched it, so I'm sure a lot of people have. So,
yeah, I mean, we've got some.
I feel like it's pretty good directors. So, yeah. So, and again,
a lot of
Dallas Howard, they should just let her direct a movie already.
Yes. Yeah, right? No doubt.
I feel like she's proving herself.
She deserves one. She does such a good job.
Yeah,
and not just because she's Howard. What's his name?
Ron Howard's daughter.
Ron Howard's daughter.
She comes from filmmaking royalty.
She's good at what she does, man.
She is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, give her a movie, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't know. I mean, if Getzinger and Enstrom hasn't done anything, right? Or is it?
Not Star Wars. Like, he did.
Getzinger has.
Yeah, she did. She directed Part 6.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, like Percy Jackson and the Olympians, like that's kind of very similar territory.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I feel like he probably could do very well with Ahsoka. So.
Yeah. I mean,
again, another thing where like we're just gonna have to wait and see, right?
Yeah, gotta wait and see. But they surrounded by some great directors, so I'm sure it's gonna be great. I mean, I enjoyed Ahsoka season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some of it's a little bit clunky, but for the most part, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So let's get on to second story for this evening. It says, I don't agree with it. Rogue One, a Star Wars director on his movie being hailed as Lucasfilm's best. Doing the rounds to promote Jurassic World Rebirth, filmmaker Gareth Edwards was reflecting on Rogue One's legacy and the fact that it's widely hailed as the best Star Wars movie from Lucasfilm Disney era. So Rogue One, a Star Wars story, was hailed as one of the franchise best movie and biggest surprise when it came out in 2016. Its success pointed at Lucasfilm's plans for a slate a Star Wars story spinoff being a win for the studio, and said Solo underperformed 2 years later and the concept was scrapped. Still, the love for the movie has only increased since the release of the prequel series Andor on Disney+. Despite that, Gareth Edwards isn't looking to use the show's momentum, which has no involvement with to mount a comeback to the galaxy far, far away. So he says that I'm very happy to move on and did my part. or did my thing. While promoting Jurassic World Rebirth, Star Wars is the one thing in my life before I knew what a film was. It's like your mom. It's like something that's a part of you. Always fascinated by what they're doing, and never stop loving the trilogy. So when it's put to him that many fans view Rogue One as the best Star Wars movie from Disney era, Edwards responded, "I don't agree with it, but I appreciate it. Very grateful that people say nice things." A Star Wars Rogue One was critically acclaimed and commercial hit. Um, so it's been reported that eventual Andor showrunner Tony Gilroy was brought in to take charge of the extensive reshoot, largely designed designated to reshape the final act. Edwards remained involved. He filmed that epic Vader scene, and he's part of the movie too. So, which is cool. But he knows that the 2016 movie underwent some major changes. Hence, why several scenes from the trailer, like Orson Krennic piloting a TIE fighter to take down Jyn Erso, was absent. Filmmaker doesn't appear to have any hard feelings anymore. That's evident from how he looks back at Rogue One, legacies of all these years later. So what you have to keep in your pocket is that you go through making other films. It's not about how people feel that day. It's about getting its release and how people feel about it 10 years now. And that's smart. When you're not just thinking about the now, you're looking at the later. Like, not just how it's gonna do well in the theaters at that time, but you're looking at the long run. And that's, I love when directors do that, or writers, and they don't think of the now. They're like thinking of how it's gonna, is it gonna feel good 10, 20 years later down the road?
And that's the thing too, right? Like when the prequels came out, nobody liked them either, right? Like the original trilogy fans didn't like them. There were a lot of people that didn't like them, but now look at them, right? Like they're a lot of people's favorite movies. Yeah, and I think we're seeing it with the sequels as well, slowly. Like we're seeing those kids grow up now, like the kids who saw the sequel trilogy 10 years ago now with the Force Awakens. They're getting older. We're seeing more people who even were just fans of the original trilogy and the prequels who are changing their mind on it after watching it more and more. I mean, there's still people who don't like, they completely hate the movies. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I think it's plays on people's
tough thing, right? Like, yeah, it's subjective. Like the filmmaking is subjective, right? So, like, not everyone's gonna like stuff.
We'll see in like 15, 20 years, man, how this all plays out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like another 15, 20 years, we're gonna have 2 more films at least. And people might be saying, "Hey, Starfighter was the best Star Wars movie," right? Who knows?
Yeah. No, Rogue One it's up there. Like for me, it's like, how do you feel about Rogue One? Like,
it's up there. I don't know where maybe number 5 for me.
Oh, that's
5, maybe 6. Yeah,
that's strong. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
I'd say 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think it's up there, like in 7. But I mean, for me, it's like what Disney, their product of Star Wars. I think
yeah. Patrick said it's what Star Wars is nostalgic to you. Yeah, Rogue One is top 5 for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
See, like border, like either top 5 or just out of top 5 for me. So.
Yeah, I would say 7, but it's up there. It's
yeah. But like I got a comment on the it's like your mom comment that he said here. Where is it? We're gonna find it. Oh,
right up there.
Yeah, the thing that was in my life before I knew what film was. It's like your mom. It's something that's part of you, and you're.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I would say it's like your mom. Like, there's times I wouldn't want to spend time with my mom. Like, she can get pretty annoying sometimes. Like, sorry, mom, if you're watching, but
Well, I mean, the way it's written here. It's like it's the thing that was in your life before you knew what a film was. You know?
Yeah, I guess so. But he's saying Star Wars is the thing that was in my life before I knew what film was. So it's like, I don't know. It's one way of saying it, but I don't think it works.
It's a strange way of how he wrote it out.
Yeah.
But
right. Bryce Dallas Skywalker.
What's up, one?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah. Bryce Dallas Skywalker. Yeah. Right. Give her the reins. Let's see what she can do with a movie.
He says here, as the movie comes out, you go, I'm ready to pretend I'm living 10 years from now.
Yeah.
So he's like thinking, and I mean, it's a great film, man, and it just kind of meshes so well with the original trilogy. It's beautiful. So yeah, no, I think it's right up there with the best Star Wars project films that now, and/or around that, it's still based off of that all meshes so well. I mean, if Rogue One is up there for me, then of course Andor's
up there too. Yeah. How would you feel about Gareth Edwards coming back to Star Wars though?
I'd like that.
Since we kind of talked about people returning to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Would you want to see him back?
I like to see him do. I like to see him do like the Wills.
That could be cool.
A small story of the Wills, the protector of the temple. I mean, of the I like to see some, like, maybe a prequel of what's these guys' names?
A Rogue One prequel.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, just like a little side story of what's these guys' names? The OP, the guy with the
Guardians of the Wills,
the Guardians of the Wills. I mean, and then some of the like philosophies, the religion behind Jeddah, the planet of Jeddah, the religions that were within, the people, the ones in the red, the aliens in the red, suits, and just some stuff like that. Get some backstories on that.
Yeah. I don't know, because like he even said the Rogue One it underwent a lot of rewrites thanks to Tony Gilroy. So I don't know how well he can do a project on his own without having someone else to come in and help. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure. But I mean, give him a chance, I guess, right?
I don't know. Give him a hard deadline.
Yeah.
We need this done by 2030 or whatever.
Yeah. Is she a character or director? Where are we getting Happy Days Star Wars Jurassic Park 3-way crossover? No. I mean, she's an actress and a director. So,
yes, she is.
Like, yeah. So, and she played the voice of Yaddle in Tales of the Jedi. So.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
Patrick says he likes Gareth Edwards over Ryan Johnson. Of course he would, Patrick.
I don't know how you feel about that, Chris.
I would like to see Ryan Johnson come back over Gareth.
Wow.
Yeah, I would.
So he got some really out there ideas, though. Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you know what?
And I like that. There's
we're gonna have to do a whole episode on
that I like.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a whole episode on this because, like, there's a lot to discuss about Ryan Johnson directing Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right. Knives Out and Looper were fantastic. So was The Last Jedi.
Looper's good, man.
Looper was good.
Last Jedi was good.
But like, I think Ryan could do something set maybe in another timeline.
Yep.
Right. So, yeah, I'd like to see him come back. Who knows if it will? Like, I think they said even his trilogy wasn't like scrapped. It's still like on the shelf. Like that, they could
Mhm.
still go ahead with it. They could be like, hey, okay, we're not doing anything. Let's get
All
Ryan
these
in to do
crap
it.
projects, man.
Yeah, but like I think he's been busy for the last, I don't know, quite some time. So
Did he
yeah.
direct Jurassic World or Jurassic Park Rebirth? Is that what they're
Who?
hinting at? I don't know
Ryan
who are they.
Johnson? No, that was Colin Trevorrow.
Okay, so what is Gareth had anything to do with that? They were talking promoting
Oh,
the
Gareth.
film
No. So he's sorry. What's the new Jurassic Park? Yeah, he
Rebirth.
directed the. Is it
Oh, he
Rebirth?
did.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
He direct that one. Which is that out now? Have you seen it?
I think it's. I
It's
think
coming out soon.
it's maybe coming out this week or it's out this week.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do know Superman is coming out. I think the 11th.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Superman.
I
Yeah.
want to see that.
Jumping into the last story, talking about George Lucas's Underworld, his canceled Star Wars TV show. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Star Wars Underworld? I know we've talked about it before because, like, I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy was interviewed by Katie Sackhoff on her podcast, and he said something more. I can't remember what his first name is now, but like he helped write some like there were like 60 scripts that him and a bunch of other writers helped write.
Yeah,
But
he did kind of touch
we have
a while back.
yeah, we have some newer news, I guess, from this, which wasn't mentioned before. So I'm going to scroll down. If you want to read the whole article, all the links are in the description below. But in an interview with writer Matthew Graham at Den of Geek, who is it that revealed? Rick McCallum revealed that from 2007 for several years, he and Chris Chibnall, Doctor Who, and Broadchurch would visit Skywalker Ranch and work on several scripts for Underworld. Ronald D. Moore, there we go, that's his name, known for writing Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica reboot, was also brought on soon after. Moore spoke about this on Katie Sackhoff's podcast earlier. 60 scripts were written, or up to 60 scripts were written, enough for 4 seasons. Rumored plots. So this is some of the new stuff here. So rumored plots will sound eerily familiar to anyone who's watched the last 10 years of Star Wars TV shows. The early years of the Empire under Emperor Palpatine is what some of the plots were supposed to be. How Han Solo and Lando Calrissian met, which we saw in Solo: A Star Wars Story. A Boba Fett appearance. So Boba Fett was supposed to be, I think he was supposed to be pretty heavily featured in this series. But this one's a big one for me. Obi Wan Kenobi appearing on Coruscant before a final duel with Maul.
Okay, then we got
and more. So that would have been crazy. Like he was supposed to be on Tatooine all this time, right? Not doing anything. Like we saw that he left to help Leia and save Leia. But like George was gonna put him on Coruscant and fight Maul again, which would have been insane. How do you feel about some of this stuff? Like we've already gotten quite a bit of it, or at least similar enough that they've used some plot points from some of George's scripts. It seems like, right? Like I said, the Han Solo and Lando meeting. They did a Boba Fett series, so like we didn't see him on Coruscant, but we kind of saw some of his criminal underworld a little bit. Would have been better if he was more badass, but yeah, what do you think about some of these plot points, and like what do you think about Obi-Wan and Darth Maul fighting on Coruscant?
That would have been amazing. I mean, I would see them, or maybe Maul being the lower levels of Coruscant, and maybe Obi-Wan like tracking him, or hearing that he's there and going down and searching for him or something like that, or maybe Maul goes seeks him out. I mean, I don't know, but sounds really great. It sounds good.
Yeah, it could be good. Could have been good.
Could have been.
And, yeah. I mean, they could still do it now. They're doing that Maul Shadow Lord. Like, could they not set up Maul on Coruscant and have him fight Obi Wan Kenobi. Like it kind of sounds like we're getting
We can get
parts of the underworld, right?
We could get
In
another
different
battle
shows.
between them two.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Patrick said, "Like The Last Jedi was good, except for the treatment of Luke." Again, Patrick, I disagree with you. Go watch my latest video that dropped, sir. Yeah, no, I think it would be cool to see Maul and Obi-Wan fight again.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a bit of time that you can play with, and you could still say he spent the majority of his time on Tatooine watching over Luke, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I'd like to see him and Kira, right? Kira.
Yeah, Maul
right.
and Kira.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and some of the
yeah, I know that's the thing. Like, I wonder if we'll see, like any solo characters, right? If we see Dryden Voss in the new Maul show.
Yeah.
I
like to see, if we can get some like criminal, like some more like live action stuff.
Yeah.
No, but that sounds. I mean, what a missed opportunity, or maybe there's an opportunity for something later.
Yeah, it could have been really cool, and it still could be if somebody wants to take that part of it, explore that era or area of Star Wars, right? So, yeah.
Would you like to see the live action?
We got for this week. Yeah, right. Live action would be cool, but I mean, I would take an animation. Yeah, but I would take an animated duel between Maul and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, we're well, hopefully we'll get Obi-Wan back in this Maul series.
Patrick hopefully said I'd like to see them explore more of the Pirates lore. I mean, yes and no. I mean, it is interesting, but I don't know if I'd like a Hondo show. I don't know.
I would like to have seen Hondo, man, and Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I mean, we got his ship, right?
Pirates? Yeah, I don't know about like a show about just pirates. So, but I don't know. Maybe could work.
Yeah, well, that's where we got a little bit of the Skeleton Crew, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's pretty much all we got for this week. There you go. He could interact with so many different characters. Yeah, he could. I don't know about a show centered around Hondo and pirates. Like maybe have him come in another show, like on some other character's show. Like I don't think he's a main character. I do like the guy. Like he's a great character, but I just don't think he's a main character for a show.
No, not a main character, but
he's the hub.
Well, we get a Skeleton Crew season 2.
I don't know. That's tough to say, right? I mean, I bet we're gonna get like I think we talked about it last week that Jod Norwood could show up in future stuff. Like they're looking at the possibility of that. And I think we'll get the kids at some point. I think we'll get the kids at some point because at some point they're going to do a time jump and the kids will be the right age. Maybe Filoni's big Mandoverse tied up with a nice bow with all these characters coming in. Yeah. They'll wait for the kids to get older and use them. Yeah, that's what I said with the time jump, right? So, I think that does it for this episode. Thanks everyone for watching and joining us this evening, and we'll see everyone in the next episode.